Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at a gut feeling that came true. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I'm a social butterfly and an open book. Went on a date with someone from Tinder. The whole time he's talking about himself. It's nothing but the worst of the worst stories about him and his multiple exes, but blaming them. Telling me how his daughter hates him and other horrible stuff that I can't even bring myself to say. While he's talking, I'm pretty much having a panic attack. The voice in my head is saying, calmly, get out. So I say I have to go to a family dinner and he's making every excuse to keep me and for me to go home with him. So I just get in my car and go. We're at a Starbucks outside. He follows me. So I call my mom. She tells me to go over and that she's calling the cops. Luckily, she lives in a gated community where a guard is at the booth, so he can't follow me in. He turns around and speeds off. The cops get there and I give them all the information I have on this guy. He went into details about his life and I told the cops everything. Turns out the guy was on the run and was stupid enough to tell me his real name when we met in person. It was a long summer of multiple court dates just to end in him getting a crap sentence. What in the world? A criminal just literally dated. You know. Wait, does that mean he used his fake name on Tinder? And then he met her and then told her his real name? Kind of dumb, ain't he? You know, like, okay. You're on the run, but you're gonna go on a date with someone and tell them your life story? Okay. I'm glad he did that because he got caught. I mean, I feel like everyone would have a gut feeling if this happened to them, you know? Like someone talking about like, you know, bad things. Obviously, you're gonna be like, okay, I gotta get out, you know? Yeah, bye. Was heading to my car in my building's parking garage on my way to work. A van was parked next to my car and I could see a man inside. He motioned for me to come around to his door, pointing to something in his car to try to get me to come look. I had a bad feeling, so I just shook my head and got in my car. I look over and he's getting out of the van. I quickly start driving off and notice there's a second man crouched behind a dumpster that was near the van. Not sure what I avoided, but I'm glad I did. They were totally planning something, you know. Jeez. Oh. If someone is in a vehicle, any vehicle, okay? Not just a van, okay? Please don't just think vans are the only vehicles that are dangerous, okay? Every vehicle can be dangerous, okay? Alright? Not just a van. It's so stereotypical that everyone's like, okay, I'm just not gonna trust the van, but I'm gonna trust a sedan, you know? Please, please, please be aware of your surroundings, okay? But yes, that's so fishy. You know, someone's like parked in a car and they're like, that's fishy ass, man. I don't want to look inside your car. What the heck? I mean, maybe if you have money, but like, I'm kidding. But seriously, stop it. My buddy's sister moved away from home, and within the first week of her living in her own home, a man comes up to her door and asks if he can use her phone in her house because he is lost. Can I use your phone in your house? Imagine you being like, oh, here's my mobile phone. He's like, no, I want to use the phone in the house, the home phone. Get lost. She didn't buy it, felt uncomfortable and said no. Few hours passed, she walks outside to multiple police cars, ambulances and fire trucks. Turns out the guy went next door and got arrested. Of course he did. Of course he did. Of course he was doing something bad, you know. Oh my gosh, that's so obvious. Like, if someone wants to use the phone, they're obviously just going to call someone. So, you know, just give them your mobile or something. And if they say no to your mobile, what the heck? I'll be mad, you know. When I was in college, my boyfriend and I lived in an apartment. One day when I was home alone, two guys knock on my door. I open up and they give me some story about donating to a charity. I was dumb and said, okay, sure, let me get my purse. When I turn around, they are inside the foyer, blocking the front door. I instantly get nervous and start fumbling with my checks, to which they say don't take checks, just cash. Then they ask if anyone else is there, and I say yes, my boyfriend is sleeping. I like to think I said that convincingly enough, and I said let me go see if he has cash. I went into my bedroom to see if I had a weapon, but I heard the door close and they were gone. Oh my gosh. So was the boyfriend actually inside? I hope he was. Jeez, that was a close call. This does give me so much anxiety though. When people come to like try to sell chocolate and stuff, right? I would always buy it, but I'm just so anxious the whole time. The thing is, it's always a girl doing it, so, you know, I'm like, oh, nice. But if it was a guy, oh my gosh. I'll be scared. And I know you shouldn't just trust anyone, but because it's always a girl doing it, I'll be like, if anything happens, I think I could take her on. But I probably couldn't if they had a weapon, you know? But I'm just saying. But I don't know though. If you had a gut feeling, what do you even say for them to like go away? But then you feel bad as well, because what if it was actually for charity, right? That's why I always just be like, oh, okay, I'll just have 3 of those. Thank you. Bye. Bye. But I think because I have Coco with me, they're always really cautious. And the thing is, Coco barks really loud. I feel like corgis, they don't bark their size. They bark a lot louder and they sound like a bigger dog. So that scares a lot of people. But it's funny though, because every single time someone's like delivering something and then my dog goes crazy, they're always like really cautious and they like stand outside, and then I come out and then they can see the door open and then they look inside and it's just a corgi. They're like, oh, it's just a corgi. Oh, and then they come in. But don't be like, it's just a corgi. My dog can protect me, okay? Not driving off immediately as the light turned green. Oh my gosh, so many stories about this. Sure enough, a second later, 2 cars smashed into each other, probably right where I would have been had I taken off where the light turned green. Scary seeing a head-on collision happen literally less than 10 feet in front of you. Stay safe, people. Driving is scary, okay? Cars are scary. Long story short, I followed a random dude off the street when I was 8 and ended up choosing the only guy in the city who would actually lead me home. Wait, is this supposed to be a good thing? Kids, don't do this. Don't just follow any random stranger home. He actually led them home. The one guy actually lived, what, on the street or something? What is this? Okay, that's a pretty good gut feeling, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming they followed the guy because they had a good gut feeling about them, you know, like, he is a safe person. I'm gonna follow him home because I feel like he lives next to me, kind of thing. Oh wait, there's a long story to this. Okay, I had a tournament on the other side of town, had some miscommunication, was left stranded alone, decided going home on foot was going to be a good idea, got lost halfway though, walked up to a random bloke around 50 asking, sorry, do you know where X school is? He said, yes, I'm actually heading there right now. I tagged along and he was the one in a million who actually did head there and dropped me off, so I got home safely. They actually did get in the car. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I feel about this. Please, just because you read like great stories about people actually being nice and giving someone a ride doesn't mean everyone's gonna be nice and safe, okay? I feel they were very lucky. I mean, obviously not everyone's gonna do something bad, right? But I'm just saying, there are a lot of people bad out there, and it's not good. Not sure if it saved my life, but I was driving once and had a gut feeling this guy pulling out of his driveway up ahead was just gonna go right ahead without looking to see if anyone was coming. I put my foot over my brake pedal and my hand on my handbrake just in case. Glad I did. I was in a compact too. Guy was in a truck. I would have been completely wrecked. Man, some people really don't check their mirrors. Makes me mad, you know? What are you doing? This was not a gut feeling, but more of a decision. I was getting a drink at a small gas station and was choosing between coffee and Gatorade. The Gatorade was on the right and the coffee was on the left. I decided on the coffee. Right before I went to pay for it, a car drove through the wall, knocking over 2 shelves, including the Gatorade and thousands of dollars of alcohol. To this day, I always look at where that hole in the wall was. Yes, always choose coffee. Oh no, that's crazy. Oh, wow. That decision did save his life, you know? This is what it's like when like one little thing can, change everything in your life. I have a severe peanut allergy. Went to a restaurant and asked if the food or sauce had peanuts. They said there wasn't any peanuts. So we ordered some of it for a day after for a gathering. I ate some of it and immediately felt bad. I thought that maybe the heat was getting to me. So I stopped eating and told my dad I wasn't feeling too well. I didn't think anything was too bad until a couple minutes later. Something just came out of nowhere and I told him I needed a hospital. One car ride later, I was breaking out into rashes and was throwing up. Got the treatment I needed and I'm still here luckily. Ironically, I experienced this the day of teaching younger kids about severe food-related allergies. So there were peanuts? How someone's like they're allergic to peanuts so they don't want any peanuts and there's peanuts in the dishes that they served. How does a restaurant not know what the dishes contain? Okay, that just makes me mad, seriously. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!